Good evening YouTube, hello and welcome. This is NSJC Vaping, I'm Perry and this is Mark.
What's up guys?
You might be thinking to yourselves, what are you doing guys? What's on show tonight? Well, you can't see it, this little black box, look.
And inside that little black box is the Cosmonaut RDA. I'm super excited to see this. I have had a sneak peek. A little few specs on it straight away. It's 24 karat gold plated deck and it's got a really unique build deck which we're going to go into. Let's get it stripped down, let's get it ripped apart and let's get in and have a closer look. What's up guys, Mark here. So we're going to take a look at the Cosmonaut RDA. This is a collaboration between Cosmonaut, District 5 and Ministry Mod Company. So yeah. Got the full unboxing here. So this is how, you know, as it comes, very black. It's almost probably difficult to see against these black mats, but it's just a sleeve with a little bit of foam, and there we go. But what's really cool is on the inside of this sleeve there's some writing and it says launching you to outer space, which is pretty cool, and there's a picture of what I can only assume is space. But yeah, it's pretty cool, nice. So we'll just put that to one side. You get two little packets. Inside the packet is the drip tip, and then in here we have some O-rings and some spare screws. This is the top half of the deck. It looks really nice, really smooth actually. A single O-ring at the top, and the way the vents work is there's opposed each side, so obviously the more you close it this side it does the same the other side. It has got a tri section so you can change this to single coil if you really want to. Now this deck, so it's a postless deck. This is like a single block and this is 24 karat gold plated and it's got screws on either side. Now the idea is the coils would sit in the top parallel and then you would wick down into this section here. Now you're probably looking at that thinking there is no wicking reservoir at all, but you're wrong, because where this differs, this bottom section of this cap here, when that sits on, it's got a single O-ring. When it sits on, this becomes your juice well. You don't be put off by the lack of the juice wells in there, because your cap does create your juice wells. Just start with this deck. Now the measurements of this bottom section of the deck is 24mm, so this is a 24mm RDA. So we're just going to flip it over and have a look at the writing on the bottom. We've got District 5 MMC 2016, so obviously date of manufacturer. I will state that this is authentic RDA. Having a look at this gold plated 510, it is protruding, so this is well insulated as well. It's got a really big insulation ring in there. So yeah, this is hybrid compatible. So yeah, just talking about this deck. Now I'm going to bring in another deck. This is something that we're all familiar with, like a 3-post or a velocity style, or you know, something along that lines, where you've got physical posts and you put your coils through you know, physical holes. This does not have that. This is a block. So this big block in the middle here, as you can see, divided up by the insulator, this is your positive section. And obviously this section here, this is your negative. So the idea is you come out of your negative, you go through your coil, and you go down to positive. So your coils are going to be laying parallel to each other. So it's going to give you the ability to wick down to your little juice well here. Now, like I did say earlier, your juice well is pretty much non-existent, probably a mil or so. I have just noticed there's a little shard of gold that's come off in my hand. So finish, I would say, looking at that, that's the first one I've really had an issue, especially on camera, where there's a bit come off, so I can't ignore the bit of the gold flake that's just come off in my hand. But there we are. So if we took the next section and we actually just loosely put that in place like that, now what that does is it actually transforms it then. So your juice capacity now is up to the height of your airflow. Obviously you're not going to want to splurge that much juice in there because it's just going to be horrendous and not going to vape well at all, but it does give you that ability to do so. Because of that nice big O-ring at the bottom, you're not going to get any juice that leaks out. The only place it's going to come out of is your two airflow sections. So this becomes a deep juice well. So looking at this top cap, you can see it's sort of chamfered in, and obviously this channels your vapor in and out of your drip tip, and you can see that we've got 3 slots here, so you can run it in dual coil mode or single if you really want to. And again, we've got this nice big O-ring here. Underneath here you'll see a very small gap. I think this allows air to be drawn in at the top, so you can not only draw air in the sides, it also pulls it in through the top, and again closes off, so you can have it wherever you want, and obviously what you do on one side is going to do it on the other side. And then last but not least, we have the drip tip. Now, the one good thing about this drip tip is the same size, exactly the same size as all your goon drip tips. So all your goon drip tips are going to fit into this Cosmonaut deck, and away you go.
Hi guys, welcome back up. So yeah, that was the unboxing and the close-up of the Cosmonaut. I don't really know what to think about it, to be honest. You know, one, we had the flake thing. Two, I'm perplexed as to the juice well, but you know, when it's all built up, it is what it is. I don't mind it, but what do you think? So
yeah, basically, the juice well there, it makes perfect sense to me. I get that. That big O-ring at the bottom, that's how it is. Otherwise, the height of your RDA would be up here somewhere. Yes, we can't ignore the gold flake that came off on an RDA of £65. That shouldn't really happen.
Yeah. And it was so minuscule though. You guys probably didn't see it.
You can see. It's like anything. Once one bit goes, another bit's going to go, and another bit's going to go. Yeah. So, yes, I'd like to see a little bit more build quality there. I like the fact that you can switch between twin coils and single. I like the fact that they've done that. I like the slot for the airflow. The drip tip I like, again, it's quite low. It gets very hot. I've got some fused Claptons in there. It does get very, very hot. But the beauty of it is because it's got the same size drip tip as the Goon, you can put all of your custom drip tips on there. I've got one up there that I'm going to be putting on this. It's a very plain looking RDA from the outside, which some people might like. I like it too, but I'm so used to the Goon, it's very, very difficult to cast my mind elsewhere because the Goon is such a fantastic RDA.
Yeah.
I can't take away from the fact that it is very, very good. That build deck is like nothing I've ever seen. There is a trick that I learned after I put the coils in. When you put the coils in, you stand them in, your two tails are going to be like that. What you need to do is have them like that. You need to spin the tails around because otherwise your screw's going to be going in and it's going to be contacting the side of your coil and it's going to want to give and move. So then obviously in your head what you think to do, what you want to do is just wind that screw harder. What's going to happen is you're just going to strip the threads out on the screws because it's going to give and you're going to keep winding it in. So remember to turn your tails round. I will remember that next time I build that. I think as performance wise, I'm not getting anything stellar.
No.
I'm not getting anything that makes me go, this is a game changer.
Yeah.
I don't suppose it's going to be any different to the Goon, your recoil there, but it's it's very aesthetically pleasing. The gold plate, that's a bit of a downfall for me. But you know, I think I know it'd make it very expensive, but if you made it out of gold,
yeah.
But obviously it's going to flake. More's going to flake off.
Yeah.
I think I suppose that's just the way it is. But overall, it's a nice looking RDA. It performs well, but it's different. So for that, I'm going to give it a thumbs up because it's different. It's innovative. It's different.
Thanks ever so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And like I said before, also share.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, thanks ever so much. And we'll see you in the next one.
Take care.
Take care.